24 years ago, just as the season climaxed, it was time for the Unity Cup. And it came as a result with Ghana and nations coming together to play for unity. This time around, the Black Stars are set to face Nigeria and book a place to the qualification stage where they are going to face Jamaica for the finals of the Unity Cup. Yes, it's a friendly, but I know there's a lot at stake whenever Ghana plays Nigeria. Jollof wars, to who has the better music, to where High Life originated from. This is how we are previewing the game between Ghana versus Nigeria at the Unity Cup games. Who am I doing this with? I'm doing this with the aid of Juo and Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football. Yes, my name, as always, is Nanayo Asari, and let's get into it. Guys, welcome back.
Thank you.
Juo, I should say welcome back indeed.
Yeah.
So far gone, like the Unity Cup games.
Yeah, I'm back, and I'm back for good.
Today is exactly 1 year. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, you have to complete it.
Complete it. Exactly 1 year old.
Today, exactly 1 year, brother. I remember last year during the AFCON, he was the one on the show during the AFCON. So today is exactly
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. Yeah.
Sorry, thank you very much.
So today marks my unity year.
Yeah. Change that scalp.
All right, so although it's called the Unity Cup games, I should tell you that, or I should remind you that whenever Ghana and Nigeria meets, it's a fierce rivalry. So it's not just unity that's at stake. Who has the better jollof is also at stake. Who has the better football players? Who has the better music? Who has... I mean, when it comes to Ghana, a lot of things are coming to contention. Landlord, in this game, we've seen the teams get into the hotels. We've seen the teams come onto the training pitches, training with camaraderie, with fun and excitement. But I want to know your thoughts on this particular Unity Cup games, the second edition of it. The first one was in 2004, and 21 years after, we are having the second edition. Landlord.
And thank you very much. Let's greet our people watching this live on Facebook and also Clock TV. We are grateful. And if you see me in my Ghana yellow jersey, it means that the senior soccer team, the Black Stars of Ghana, is having a crucial game tonight. And coming into the Unity game, I think the organizers of this tournament is doing a very great job. 24 years. The first edition was played in 2004. And this time around, they've come back again. The first edition, Ghana wasn't part. And the first edition, it was Nigeria that won the tournament. Yeah. They played the final against Northern Ireland, and they won the final. So this time around, playing in the second edition is a defending champion against the new. And talking about this Unity Cup, when you talk about Nigeria and Ghana, as you said earlier on, it goes beyond football.
As my brother just said, it's a wonderful tournament because so far, looking at the preparation, I've seen some footages of the arrival of the players. And yesterday, I had the opportunity to watch that's Jamaica and the Trinidad and Tobago, their match. And you realize that the expectations are high. And this is also a tournament whereby both the various countries that are participating, it's also a way to also showcase their culture and also showcase what we have as a nation. The prides are at stake here. So I'll say that the organizers have done very well in terms of organizing this tournament. It's a very good initiative, and I hope it continues because 24 years down the line is a bit way long. So I believe after this one, I'm hoping that the subsequent ones will be a bit earlier than the 24 years.
All right, so I want to find out how this particular tournament, this year's tournament, that is structured. Landlord, are we playing group stages, or we are just, since it's just a 4-nation tournament, I think we are right into the semi-final. Yesterday we saw the first one, which was that is Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago. We'll talk about that game in a minute. But then I want to find out how the structure of this particular year's Unity Cup games is.
All right, thank you very much. So it's a 4-nation tournament, which is Ghana, 2 from Africa and 2 from abroad. So Ghana, Nigeria, TNT, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica. So yesterday we saw Jamaica and TNT played and Jamaica qualified. So it's a one-time match. So if you win your first match, you are going straight to the final. So if you lose, you're going to play third and fourth. So Jamaica is waiting for Ghana or Nigeria in the final on Sunday. Then Trinidad and Tobago is also waiting for Ghana and Nigeria in the third place, which is going to happen on Saturday. So it's a one-time event. It's not going to be in the group stages.
So with that in mind, the players that we've seen some players that have been called up and we've seen some players that have been called sick or injured. We've seen those two categories of players. And then we've seen as well a player, or I should say, Thomas Partey, who scored in his last game. He scored 2 goals for Ghana in his last game for the Black Stars. But this time around, his name wasn't included as part of the squad list. He was also not said to be injured. So is there anything that's going on with Thomas Partey, rather, before we go into the squad listing? So.
Well, Nana, I think there's not any news for this big giant. It's not only Partey alone. Kudus is not part, Semenyo is not part. I heard the coach saying that some of them are injured. We saw all those who were injured at the training camp in London. Is it Brighton or Britain? They went there to see the players, and it was good do. And then for me seeing the squad there, I'm beginning to have 100% hope in Coach Otto Addo. Because he want to try some of the boys in this game. So for the big giants not being part is a big blow for us, because this Nigeria game there is even more than a World Cup qualifier, because you do or die. But all the same, if our big giant is not in, each and every player inside there is performing very well in their club side. I know so we'll go into the squad, but I'm very happy to see one player he has come back to the squad. So when we get into the squad, I'll mention his name for you.
All right. I want to have your thoughts on the same question as well.
Yeah. Even though to me, I see it to be like Coach Otto Addo strategically, this is also an opportunity for him to also identify some new talents, because looking at the call-up, you could see some new entries in it, looking at the goalkeeper and some of the players that were called. So irrespective of the big giants not being called, some of the big giants being absent, it's also an opportunity for some of the new ones that are in there to also exhibit what they have, because it's high time we try other options. So to me, I think it's a good initiative, and I like the call-up, the lineup is good. Yeah, and I believe the players are going to do wonders today.
The players are indeed going to do wonders, but we at Clock TV as well are going to do wonders for you, because we are having the game live on our social media feeds. So you can just follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, and then you catch the game live. We'll bring you live commentary, expert analysis, halftime analysis, breakdowns, highlights, everything right on our social media feeds. So don't worry. If you want to watch this live, you can just go on Facebook, YouTube, just look for us on Clock TV. So if you miss out on the game on your TV set, you don't need to miss it out. This is Clock TV. We got you. This is Clock Sports, your ultimate and #1 sports show in the nation as well. Not long ago, we've been talking about the Black Stars, and then we've been talking about our failure to qualify for the AFCON. What has changed since then? It looks like we have renewed belief in Coach Otto Addo. It looks as though the unity in the camp is actually quite strong. We've seen some introduction of some new players, Benjamin Asare and the likes. I know you like to refer to him as Benjamin Clean Sheet Asare. It seems
it's
some
just
things need to have turned the fortunes of our national team around. I want you to start. What has changed? Let me start with you, Mr. Chinwe.
I would say the sanitization has worked because we all saw what happened, and we've sanitized the national team. But still, a lot of work needs to be done. Looking at the changes they've made and the board, the new board members, and I don't know, but I realized that the problem, even though we had coaching issues, but the problem was not really about the coaching. Because before Coach Otto Addo will come, we've had changes of coach. Do you understand? We have series of coach coming and going, and so the problem was there. It is because we were not doing proper sanitization, and which I believe before we played our last 2 games, we realized that no, sanitization has to go on, which it has helped. But with our last 2 games, or as we saw, it's just 2 games. There are more tougher matches ahead of us. So for me, it's too early to jubilate. It's too early for me to jubilate. I believe today's match, the outcome of today's match is going to make me know if truly the sanitization has worked or not.
So you talked about sanitization. Landlord, I don't know whether I should let you answer this, or let me go to Mr. Chinwe once again. You talked about sanitization. what has actually, what's happened? What is the sanitization that you are talking about? Because someone might be sitting down and be saying that, I don't know, you see hands and what has happened to the Black Stars? That is, we want to find out. This person was removed. This person was brought in. What has happened to the Black Stars? It looks as though the love is gradually coming back. We've seen younger players being called up. We'll go into the call-up shortly. But I want to find out what exactly do you term as sanitization? What exactly has happened?
Oh, it all boils down to the technical team, the coaching staff, and the players as a whole. Because previously, you realize that there was no unity. It has to do with this captain issue. And like the willingness and the zeal was not there. And there was this favoritism. I wouldn't want to mention names, but you could see that there were so much favoritism, starting from the GFA boss himself.
That's a bold call.
Yeah. Starting from the GFA boss himself, because you realize that the coach himself was not having himself to control the game. He was being dictated to most of the matches. So with the changing of the technical team, involving of Stephen Appiah, Asamoah and co, and also bringing the technical advisor to the team. These are some of the few changes that have happened, which I believe that has also helped the team, and also firming the captainship rule. Because previously you realized that the coach did not do well in terms of decision making, even though we were made to believe understanding were made, discussions were made. But I believe proper discussion did not go on well if you look at the previous and compare to now. So these are some of the few things. I had wished certain people should have been taken off, but those people are still there. But I'm just hoping those people are still there. But I just hope and pray that they've been given a second chance. So I'm just praying that the second chance that they've been given, they will deliver. Other than that, they need to be also sanitized.
Landlord, we were crying that we didn't qualify for the AFCON, and now it looks as though we are jubilating that we are going for the World Cup. What changed in that short period of time? What has happened to the Black Stars? Well,
I think Joel have said it all, and he said something about sanitization. It was a very deep. I want to delve deep into what he said. And I think that I always talking about football and about our personal life. So if you are in a house where things are not going on well, make sure that a third party will not get to know what is going on in your family. And I think that for a very long time, the management of the Blaster, the people in charge of the Blaster and the GFA, has really done well, because young qualify for AFCON. We saw, as you said, we saw the captainship issue. Even when World Cup qualifying now, when Jordan was getting out, Partey, you saw how Partey didn't want to take the captain. But aside everything, we all thought, AFCON lost. Things are not going to go well for us. But we also in the 2 matches we played. So I think we've put everything aside. I always say it's a young guy growing up, and circumstances will come your way. When it comes your way, I know how to deal with it. So I think we've been able to deal with losing out of the AFCON very, very well. But the ways are forward. The ways are forward. So I think we are doing justice to it. If you see the call-up very well, you could see that the coach is up to something. The coach is really up to something. I said it earlier in my submission. I said, I'm now having hope in Coach Otoado because of this selection, because he's going to give more rooms for the new guys now, but no one team anymore. Because Partey is not part. Kudus is not part. Antoine Semenyo is not part. Kamade is not part. So he has to get a replacement for all these people. Kwame Poku is part. If he gives Kwame Poku a chance to play today, why not? He will perform very well. He gave Benjamin Asari 2 chances in the World Cup qualifier. So right now, a campaign on Benjamin Asari. So we need another campaign in the local player. So we get a typical striker. If Kwame Poku performs very well today, it's a done deal for us. So I think the transition and everything, we are in the transition season. After everything in this system, you could see what is going on. So I think it affects everywhere in our national team, the entertainment industry. So I think kudos to the people in charge of the Blaster and the management for the good work done on my, because at first, they can qualify for AFCON now. They are affected in the Ghana Premier League, but this time around.
And this also tells you that looking at Black Star now, better days are ahead.
All right, so better days are ahead for the Black Stars. That's what Mr. Chini is summing up with. But then let me also remind you that we are live on Facebook and we will be showing the match live as well on our social media feeds. Let me go into social media. A lot of messages are coming in. Even on YouTube, a lot of messages are coming in here as well. Let me read a few of them. Richard Chumesi says, will you show it live? We are saying yes, we'll show it live. Samuel Neil too is also watching, so big ups to him. What time is for the match? I will get in there. The time is 6:45. We'll be live with it as well. We'll get into the lineups shortly. I can't take all the messages. Permit me to just read just these few ones and then go on to the lineups that have been called. Now, the lineups, we saw a list of players being called up to the national team. We'll start with the goalkeepers. We have Lawrence Atizigi of St. Gallen in Switzerland. We have Benjamin Asari of Accra Hearts of Oak. We have Joseph Tete Annan of St. Patrick's Athletic. We have Gideon Mensah Bordeaux, experienced member of the team as well. Ebenezer Annan of Red Star Belgrade. Mohamed Salisu AS Monaco. Stefan Ambosios also welcomes back himself into the team. St. Gallen, Aronesa, North Texas Sporting Club. Razak Simpson of Nations FC. We'll talk about Razak Simpson in a bit. We'll talk about Mamoudou Kamaradini also of Mediama FC. Caleb Rienchi of FC North Island. And we have Abdul Saleh Samed, whose team has recently earned promotion to the Premier League. We have Ibrahim Suleimana of Atlanta Bergamo in Italy. Abu Francis of Seiko Burg. And then we have Majid Ashimiru of Anderlecht, Abdulaziz Issa, who we will also talk about a little bit after his contract was cut out by FC Barcelona B. And then we have Lawrence Ajekum of Seco Broga. We have Christopher Barbones, who doing wonders with that left foot of his in Genk. Jordan Ayew of Leicester City, who has been recently relegated from the English Premier League. Thomas Asante, that's Brandon Thomas Asante, who made a short trip from Coventry City to London at the GTEC Community Stadium, where we'll be having the match as well. We have Felix Afenajan of Juventus Next Gen in the Italian Serie B. Welcome back to him as well. And we have Kwame Poku of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and we have Mohamed Gaddafi Fusenu, who just won the Belgium League with Union Saint-Gilloise. So these are the players, and then let's go on to the injured players. That's the Black Star injuries. That is the ones that we have. We have Abdul Manaf Nuruddin. We have Abdul Min. We have Tariq Lamte, Ali Duseidu, and Nesmiama. Daniel Kofitre. Oh, Daniel Kofitre. How we would like to see him back in the team. We have Abdul Fattah Isaku, Inyaki Williams, Joseph Wallacott, and Patrick Pfeiffer. And minor injuries to Mohamed Kudus, who scored a goal in the final day of the season. We have Antoine Semenyo, Elisha Usu, Ransford Konigsdorfer. We didn't see Thomas Tepati over here as well, but then indications suggest that the coach is giving him a breather to allow new faces to come into the team. So that is it for the squad updates that we have in this particular team. Now let me come to the local players that have been called up. I'll start with Razak Simpson. You know that it's left with 2 games for the Ghana Premier League to climax or to end. And Razak Simpson,
he's a key player.
He's a key player. He's a captain for Nations FC. And he's been called up for a friendly when his club may lose out on the trophy. So I want us to actually talk about this particular one. Razak Simpson being called up to the Black Stars. And we'll talk a little bit about the organization as well. Did the time for the organization, they actually structure and plan it very well to make sure that the local clubs should have also maybe climaxed their season before this had started? I want to hear your thoughts on this particular one.
Let me, before I answer your question, a quick one on...
And Kwame Poku as well.
Sure.
For Kumasi and Kotoko.
I want to say something which is very, very serious. As time goes on, it's going to worry us as a nation, as a football nation. And we saw the squad that we called, and we also saw injured players in the form. And they should always come clean to us. Say, these players has been rested. They shouldn't come and tell us, say, "Oh my bra." Do you know what I'm saying? We also saw Kudus over the weekend. Last game, he scored a goal. So what are you trying to tell me, Kudus is bra?
We saw Antoine Semenyo as well.
We saw. So you just give me a typical saying, say they have been rested. Look at Nigeria. They said, say Boniface, Osimhen are not part of the squad because they have been what? Rested. They need rest because they playing all the season. So don't come and tell us they are injured. This thing has been going on for a very long time. They should come clean to us. Thank you. That was just by the way.
Not even rested, but if you can actually come out and say that these players are being they are core players in the team, so they are being put aside to allow new faces to learn that role or to have a feel of the Black Stars.
There's no need for them to even fabricate lies.
Simple.
If you didn't call them, you didn't call them. You
Simple.
You didn't call them.
You don't need to explain yourself by telling us lies. Because you can't tell me, say, Kudus is injured. So let's a typical example. If next week West Ham is going on a pre-season tour at Kudus will be part and go and play the game. So what is it about? This thing has been going on very, very long time. But all the same, we'll keep on addressing issues how it is. So now, coming into your question that you asked me earlier on about the squad, before my early submission, as I said, so I've seen one player, he has come back to the squad. I'm very happy. Felix Afenye-Jam. We all saw him when he got his first call up during Kwesi Appiah's time. We all saw him. We all thought, okay, we've gotten Asamoah back in the system. But he came, he did something. He went back.
No. The thing about him is that when we nearly qualified for the World Cup, he was asked to. Well, when we needed a striker to qualify for the World Cup, he was the one who came to play a focal point and helped us to qualify in our 2 games against Nigeria. He was there. I think that around that time he was on red hot form for AS Roma, being coached by Jose Mourinho. So he was called into the team and he came to help. He came and he helped the team with his physical presence and all that. Shortly after, we needed someone to go to the World Cup. He wasn't called. We went for Iñaki Williams.
I think you and I know the system very well, so it's normal. So for him coming back, is a good news for him himself because he's very young. And I've been watching him very well in his team that he's playing. He scores a lot of goals. He's one of the strikers, normal the ball now. He can dribble, the pace is there, everything there. So for him coming back to the team, it is very, very... I've been getting some sources from London as we speak now. As someone just told me, maybe 2 local players will be in the starting 11 tonight. That is what I'm hearing. And what I'm also seeing, maybe it's going to be like Razak Simpson and Benjamin Asare in the starting lineup this evening. I'm just hoping that it is going to be what the person told me, say 2 local boys will start today. So then I'm just hoping that all the 5 local players now from there, they should just give them the chance. Let them have the taste of the game. If you give them the chance, they will put pressure on this for them. We gave Benjamin Asare a chance. Look at what has happened. Although he's performing a little bad at Accra Suffolk, but still now he's our number 1 at the Ghana Blaster right now. Forget about his age, or 24 years. Forget about his age. He's our number 1 as we speak now. Blaster, our number 1 goalkeeper right now is Benjamin Asare clean sheet.
So another thing, since this is just a friendly, I know it may be a friendly, but against Nigeria there are no friendlies when you are playing against Nigeria. In this particular game, would you test a goalkeeper like Joseph Teteanan of Patrick Thistle? Would you test him because he plays in Scotland and he's of a good caliber? But would you test him because you already know the caliber or the performance that Benjamin Asare can give out, Mr. Chuni?
Oh, looking at Joseph, I've had opportunity to watch some of his games and he's doing well. He's doing well. So,
but would you wish test him?
Yes, I will.
So you start
in this game, I will, because that's the idea. That's the idea. At least now we know what Benjamin Asare can do. We know what Benjamin Asare can do. So we need to also try other options. And looking at Joseph games, so far his games that I've watched, he is doing marvelously well. So I would wish Otto Addo will start him. So at least we know we have a backup. Do you understand? Because for now, we know Benjamin Asare, we know his caliber, we know what he can do. So let's try Joseph too.
All right, let's try Joseph too. But I have good news for you. The lineups are in. We'll be talking about them in a bit. But before then, we have to go for a short commercial break. When we come back, don't go anywhere. It's Ghana versus Nigeria in the Unity Cup games.
Labor, they say, is the backbone for national development, playing a vital role in shaping economic growth, fostering social stability, and enhancing overall productivity. As the workforce undergoes continuous transformation, it is crucial to not only educate, but also to actively engage all stakeholders in meaningful discussions on labor policies, workers' rights, and current labor trends. In responding to these pressing needs, Clock TV introduces Walatu Walasa, a dynamic and engaging program dedicated exclusively to exploring the multifold realms of labor issues. This innovative program aims to provide a robust platform for in-depth discussions surrounding employment relations, the rights of workers, the quest for industrial harmony, and evolving landscape of work. Walatu Walasa seeks to bring to bear the challenges and opportunities facing the labor force today, making a significant contribution to public discourse. My name is Edmond Akwe, your host for Walatu Walasa.
Yes, and we are live and we are back. We are previewing the game, the Unity Cup game, Ghana versus Nigeria at the GTEC Community Stadium in England. Yes, and then the lineups are in. All 4 local players that were called up are starting. That is good news for the Ghana Premier League. That shows the quality of the players that we can produce. So we'll be going into the lineup in a bit. We'll mention that it is true that Benjamin Asare is starting. He's manning the post. The lineup should be on your screen shortly. Benjamin Asare is starting. Gideon Mensah ever present at left back. Now we have Stefan Ambrosius and Aaron Essel. Aaron Essel, if you know him, he's a very tall defender. Plays for St. Johnson at the moment in Scotland, and he's actually in there as well. He can play in defensive midfield. He can play as a centre back. He can also play as right back. But this time around, he's in at centre back. It looks as though Mahmoud Kamaradini of Midiama Sporting Club will also be playing at. He's going to play at right back, and then Razak Simpson also here. I think he's going to partner either Aaron Essel or Stefan Ambrosius, that is in the heart of defense. Abdul Saleh Samed and then Majid Ashimeru will be in the middle of the pack. Then Christopher Bonsuba, who we know will be at the right-hand side. Jordan Ayew looks as though he's going to start from the left-hand side. And then red hot Kwame Poku will be at the striker for this particular game. Guys, it's good news for the local. All 4 players are playing this time around. How do you think the shape of the Black Stars is going to be like? Because we have Stefan Ambrosius, Aaron Essel, Razak Simpson as well, who can all play centre back in there. Are we going for a 3-back or we are going for a 2-back? I don't know how it's going to look like.
Looking at the lineup, I see 3-back.
3-back.
I see 3-back. Yeah. But Nana, my only disappointment is the goalkeeping. As I said earlier on, I'd wish Joseph will start. Because as I said earlier on, we know what Benjamin Sare can do. So I'd wish Joseph, because I'm very happy with the local players. At least Coach Otodo has done very well, introducing all the local base players. That's a very good lineup there. But my only disappointment is the goalkeeping side.
All right, only disappointment is the goalkeeping side. But now let's run through the landlord. You give me your comments as well before we run through the Nigerian team as well.
It's good. As I said, Coach Otodo, I mean, say, we need a heart back. The things that he's doing. And Nana, coming into the lineup, I think Abdul Samad and Aaron Essel will be playing in the middle.
So you think they are playing a 4-2-3-1 game?
Yeah, it's not going to be a 3-back. So it's going to be Benjamin Asare, Razak Simpson, and Ambrosio, Gideon Mensah, Kamal. Then Salis and Aaron.
So Aaron will play the number 6 role.
So it's going to be like a pivot.
More like the free role.
Jordan and who again? Jordan and
Send out to two on
Yeah.
Mention the position.
Next week you see me coaching the team. So then Majid Ashime will be playing behind either Kwame Poku or Jordan will be playing behind Kwame Poku. So then it's a beautiful lineup. They've given Kwame Poku my namesake. I'm not a Kumasi Asante Kotoko fan, but I'm a football fan. I'm a Blaster fan. So you know, all me do and your Kotoko ni has the Obon Homode. And they didn't issue.
But I'd still wish Joseph would have started. Honestly, yeah,
as we sit here, we are not in charge. So
that is why I'm using the word "I wish."
I never wish.
I wish because you are campaigning for Benjamin Asare because yes, you are campaigning for him.
He's a clean sheet man. So now, it's good. I'm just hoping very well because in position now, local players in the Ebony. There's going to be one position that I'm going to watch today, the right back. Because Nana asked me why. If Ali Dusedu is not in the team,
usually Tariq Lamptey would come.
Okay, those two people are injury players.
Apart from that, the other week we saw Kingsley Schindler also
so
play.
The reason I'm paying attention is we need someone who is going to do what Tariq Lamptey and Ali Dusedu is doing. And let's hope that Mahmoud will do that thing. If Mahmoud performed very well today and Sunday, Matasa.
All right, so that's what you're hearing. If Mahmoud performs extremely well, then he's actually likely to keep his place because the right back position at the moment is a hot spot for any player that wants to make an entry into the Black Stars team. And now let's look at the Nigerian squad, their lineups. That is, and in goal we have in Wabali. That is the Nigerian goalkeeper. He's in there, ever present as well. Samuel Nwabali, he's in goal. And then we have Onyemachi at left back, Shami Ajayi, and then Ogbu at centre back. And then Sadiq is also playing at right back. They are going for a midfield 3. And then in midfield, they have Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Onyeka, and then Daniel. But a strike, the number 9, is the player that I'm actually looking forward to see him play for Nigeria. That is Carl Dessers. He plays for PSV Eindhoven in the Eredivisie in Netherlands. And then we have Samuel Chukwueze and Sikiru flanking him on both flanks. Samuel Chukwueze on the right flank and then Sikiru on the left flank as well. Let me just find out from you, who is the danger team in our position? Who is the danger team for the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
If you watch the squad before I come into the danger, and if you watch the squad you could see that two sides in Indiana, they are trying new players, but trying new players, by all means, you have two big players inside. Samuel Chukwueze is inside and Wilfred Ndidi is inside, who plays for Leicester City in Jordan Benya, the counterpart. And their goalkeeper too is there. And as you said, their striker who plays for PSV. Nana, for me personally, I think the midfield side, Majid Ashimeru and Abdul Salis to watch Wilfred Ndidi very well. We know Wilfred Ndidi very well at Leicester City. He's going to perform very well. And Gideon Mensah too has to watch Samuel Chukwueze very well from Villarreal to AC Milan, who is doing very wonders. Before the end of the season, or pushing Villarreal forward, AC Milan forward, on about top for this season. So I think it's going to be a very tough game for Blaster, for these players. Although new players now are jelly, but Samuel Chukwueze and Wilfred Ndidi will be a danger man today, and they are striker to Deseno. So I think Razak Simpson should be very careful with him. Or height, and he's very good. So he's very good. So it's going to be a very tough game for Ghana, but inshallah.
I want to hear your thoughts on this one as well. Who is the danger man for the Nigerian team?
Indeed. Indeed. And as my brother rightly said, technically, if you look at the lineup from both coaches, you can see that they are just, it's an opportunity for them to build up and exploit new players. And you can tell from the both teams, the lineup, as you can see. So as landlord rightly said, indeed, he's a very dangerous guy. So our players should watch out for him. And even though there are a crop of new players in their lineup, it's not going to be easy for Ghana, honestly, because the Nigerians too, Ghana, Nigeria, anytime we meet, it's a war. Anytime we meet, it's a war. So they should be careful. That is what I would say, technically. Yeah.
They should be careful, but let's come home to our national team. We are seeing new faces. We are seeing Christopher Bonsuba, who will be playing on the right flank. We are seeing Kwame Poku playing up top. The Nigerians have no idea, or maybe have little idea of who these players are. Christopher Bonsuba, I have the opportunity to watch him severally for Genk, and I think he has a very wonderful left foot. He took over from when this guy playing for LA Galaxy now, Joseph Pencil. When he left, he took over from that same position, and he's performing, some are saying, even better than Joseph Pencil was performing at Genk. Now, who is your danger man for the Black Stars? The Black Stars team, who are we looking for in difficult situations? Who are we looking for to find inspiration from in this particular team? We know Jordan Ayew is there, but we have new faces as well. Who is the danger man?
Now, talking about the danger man, it will be very difficult. The reason being is new players gelling with almost 3 senior players in the team. If there's not going to be any selfishness, and now Bibia Omodia, I'll go for Christopher Ban and Kwame Poku to be a danger man in the team. We know Kwame Poku already. If you deliver the ball to him, he will do justice to it. So please, we are begging them. We should just give him the ball.
I like the celebration that you already started. Landlord, who is the danger man for the Black Stars? Who are we looking at?
Well, from my point of view, looking at the local players that are in this lineup, it's a very big opportunity for them. And I believe all of them are going to go all out. All of them are going to go all out. So technically, me, from my point of view, I'll say the local players that emit are the danger player. I tip all of them, especially the forwards. Yeah, especially those who are playing the forward.
All right, so we are tipping all of them to deliver justice or deliver the goods for the Black Stars when the time gets tough. Man, let me ask you, who is your danger man? Let us know. 05005000421 is the number that you can send us a WhatsApp message on. 05005000421. Text us. Let us know who your danger man is, or who do you think is going to be the most dangerous Black Stars player. Also, let us know your thoughts on what the scoreline will be. Ghana versus Nigeria at the G-Tech Vitality Stadium in London. Yes, it's all up. Let us know, 05005000421. Text us on WhatsApp. Please don't call the number. I already see that a lot of people are trying to call the number. 05005000421 is the number that you should text. Let us know who the danger man of the Black Stars is at the moment. We've seen the lineups. We've talked about it. We are also seeing the scoreline. Who do you think is going to win this particular game? Are Nigeria going to lash us or score us and take the bragging rights for the Jollof and take the bragging rights for who has the better music and where High Life originated from and all that? This is football. Usually Ghana gets the bragging rights, but is it going to be the same today, or Nigeria will beat us? Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your concerns. Let us know what you think about the lineups. Let us know what you think about Coach Otto Addo's selection and the call-ups. Let us know. Text us on WhatsApp, and we'll be kind enough to read it for you. Landlord. Now, let's talk about tactics. Let's talk about tactics at the moment. Please don't call the number. I see that a lot of people are calling. Text the number, please. Text the number. Don't call. 05005000421. Text the number. Send us a WhatsApp message. And when we open the phone lines at halftime, we'll let you know, and then you'll be able to call us. Please don't call the number. So, landlord, let me hear you. Tactics. Ghana, it looks as though we are playing 4-2-3-1. Nigeria also playing 4-2-3-1. Where is the battle in the game going to be won?
Well, Nana, I think this game, we should just relax and have fun. Although it's a friendly match, but two sides in the above, we don't care about the friendly match. We should just have fun. I think it's a very good, test for Coach Otto Addo, for us to see his status very well. I think most of the times, when we are having a game like this, people are complaining about Coach Otto Addo, so we need tactics, but it's individual play now. Obama the blaster win. So we just begging the coach. I think I've seen some of the players back. Majid Ashimeru, he holds the ball.
A passionate appeal, please, landlord, before you land. A passionate appeal. Please don't call the number. Just text us. Send us the text message, and then we'll be kind enough to read it for you. I already see that a lot of people, the phone is actually jamming at the moment. Are we showing the match? Yes, we are going to show the match. You go on our social media feeds and then you'll be able to watch the match live and colored. And we'll be bringing you live commentary. Landlord will be bringing you live commentary as well. The cables man is also there on standby to aid in this particular commentary that we're having. Andy and the likes are also in the studio. Joseph as well. All of them are here to make sure that the commentary and the live streaming goes on well for you. And yeah, we are having some of the messages. This one is coming from Lily. Lily is asking whether we are going to show the match live. I think I just answered. And then this is coming from Fire Prophet. Opoku is the danger man. Last time we win by 1 goal. That's what the Fire Prophet is saying. We have this one also coming from Sewa. It looks as though a lot of ladies are watching this game.
The baby girls are watching.
Sewa says that we are going to win this game easy. Our jollof is always the best. That's what Sewa is saying. We have a lot of messages coming in, but we'll be reading them intermittently. Let's go on our social media feeds as well and read some of the messages that are coming in. We have this one from Breko Junior Bra. He says that this is going to be a win for Ghana. Vanessa is also asking whether we're going to show the match. Tete Enoch, the match is starting at 4:30. Michael Dufe Annan says Ghana 2, Nigeria 1. Bra Kobna Faithful, he's mentioning your name, landlord. Louisa Santa is asking when is the match. The match is happening at 6:45. So we have quite a few minutes to actually go. And yes, a lot of people commenting. I think we have over 400 comments. I can't read all of them, I'm sorry. But now the messages are also coming. This one is also saying that why is Kudus? Kudus is actually not playing or will not starting this one. This one is also asking from Sefas Dosu. He's asking when did Jewel start becoming a sports pandit? Will we show the match? Yes, we're going to show it. Are we live streaming it? Yes, we are going to live stream the game on our social media feed. This one, please add your name when you send the messages. This one says that Ghana will win by 3-0. The game is 1-0 for Ghana. This is coming from Stephen. Stephen is asking that when are we going to show the match? Will Kudus play? This is coming from Lily. Kudus is not going to play in this particular game. A lot of people are still calling the number. I mean, we'll open the matchup for you, please. This is also saying the game is 1-0 win for Ghana from Seth. A lot of messages coming in too. I'm doing my possible best to read some of them. This is Kobe. I can't wait to watch this game. We all know Aaron Essel is going to board the midfield for sure. This one, a lot of messages are coming in. Stephen is also asking, are we going to show the match? Our defenders have to be on guard. This is from Fire Prophet. And Sefas Dosu again is asking, when did Jewel become a sports pandit? I think this is another one. This is Moshosho from Amasaman. A lot of messages are coming in. Unfortunately, I can't read all of them, but this is how time is permitting me. Let me take your last comments on this particular one for the game. We'll be zooming into the game live, and we want to take your last comments on this particular one. I'll start with you, Joel.
Well, what I would say is that Coach Otoado has done well with the lineup, and the players too, they should keep their heads up straight, especially the local players who have gotten the opportunity to feature in this game. This is a one-time opportunity, so I'll plead with them that they should play with their hearts, but they shouldn't try and impress. They should play with their heart. They shouldn't try and impress. That is all I will say. And Ghana is winning 2-0.
Hey,
yeah, Ghana is winning 2-0. Yeah, that one.
Who are your goal scorers in this particular one?
Majid Ashimiro and Jordan Ayew.
Yeah. Experienced players to actually win this for us. Landlord, let me hear you closing remarks on this one.
I think, as my brother said, it's a very interesting lineup. I'm really surprised. I thought 2 local players, but all the 4 are playing. So we're just hoping for the best. As I said earlier on, I'm monitoring the rights back very well. So for the scoreline, I think I'll go for 2-1 for Ghana. Kwame Poku.
So Benjamin Asare clean sheet is not keeping a clean sheet today?
Because of the Nigerian squad. Because here bench, one of the Kelechi Iginacho, Muniati bench, so it's going to be very difficult today. If the defenders perform very well and also yes, save Libya, I will just go with my brothers.
Razak Simpson, Stefan Ambrosius, Gideon Mensah, and then at right back, Mahmoud.
So they should just keep calm. Just enjoy the game. They pressure be in him, and they should just have fun.
Yeah.
You know,
they shouldn't try to impress. Yeah. They shouldn't try to impress. They should just do what they know they can do best and just follow the coach instruction. And I think they are going to have a good day.
They're going to have a good day. Let me just take a few comments and Facebook messages before we actually go. This one says that Ghana will win by 2-1. This is coming from Ivan. We have Alex from Teshi. Please, are you showing the match live? I think we've answered that already. A lot of people asking, when is the match? The match is coming on shortly. Just watch our social media feeds. Let me go on WhatsApp as well. And then we have some messages coming in. This is 3-0 against Ghana from Shataspaitu. Hey, that's an interesting one. And we have AK from Adenta asking whether we are going to show the game, but I think we've already answered that. Kubert Tony from the Volta region, when the message is coming from the Volta region, it's coming with certainty. Ghana will win by 2-0. That's what he's saying. That's Vance Blinks. And then we have Stephen as well, bringing in his messages. Let me quickly jump onto Facebook. And who is the captain now? We'll watch out and we'll see. The game is coming up live on our Facebook channel and our YouTube channel, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is how we are signing out from this particular one. But stay back. We'll come back after halftime to bring you analysis, the highlights, everything that is needed or comes out of the game. Hopefully, we'll catch you at halftime. Don't go anywhere. This is Clock Sports, your ultimate and #1 sports show in the nation.